Just over 2 weeks to the release of the Taken King and patch 2.0, Destiny is about to undergo a large amount of changes to weapon balance. This video will be my predictions on weapons that should be pretty competitive once the Taken King drops. All of this is speculation on my part, looking at weapons as they are now, the patch rundown that was released by Bungie, and the recent Red Bull exhibition. Hand cannons have pretty much been the dominant weapon class in Destiny, especially so with the Thorn and the Last Word, which are both seeing nerf and fixes to bring them in line. Hawkmoon, whilst not as powerful as the other two exotic hand cannons, still boasts impressive stats along with the 3 luck in the chamber procs. Although the 3 lucky shots can't proc on the same bullet anymore, it should still be able to kill enemies in just 2 shots to pretty high ranges. Hand cannons are seeing some potentially significant changes however, with damage drop-offs at longer ranges, less aim down sight accuracy, and less zoom. All of these changes force hand cannons to be a closer range weapon. Hawkmoon itself has a large range for hand cannons, but inside its effective range it still should prove to be a formidable weapon even with these nerfs. Legendary hand cannons have largely been outshined by their exotic versions, but Hawkmoon light builds, with luck in the chamber and final round, could see more use in PvP. All hand cannons are seeing a reduction in magazine size. Whilst this may initially seem like a nerf, currently my Fulcrum has 7 shots, but a reduction to 6 or even 5 shots increases the likelihood of a 2-shot kill. The weapon's status all comes down to how hard the weapon is. This could make or break hand cannons, and they could suffer the same fate as Hawkmoon. Pulse rifles started to see a lot more play in the Crucible after their buff, with the higher impact lower rate of fire variants such as the Hopscotch Pilgrim and the Messenger seeing a lot of use. These pulse rifles boast a fast time to kill at larger ranges with good shot grouping. The Hopscotch Pilgrim is infamous for being able to max out stability, leading to highly accurate bursts. Pulse rifles are seeing a decrease in stability, which will drop their power at longer ranges, but still expect to see them as mid-range powerhouses. Pulse rifles are also seeing magazine size increases, which can't be viewed as a bad thing. Of course, rolls with the Glassheart full perk will take longer to see the increase in damage, but even then it won't make too much of a difference. Interesting to note was that the majority of players at the exhibition were using the Suros Pulse Rifle. Scout rifles have seen very little usage in Crucible, with their role being similar to hand cannons but being much worse off. Patch 2.0 might see a change in this. Boasting high accuracy at long ranges and respectable kill times, scout rifles could see a rise in popularity once the fast kill meta ends. They are also seeing a base increase in damage, which although it won't affect kill times in PvP, it could help against weakened enemies. Finally, they are also seeing increases in magazine sizes, a very slight nerf to luck in the chamber, but more of a buff overall. Their only nerf was that scout rifles are seeing a reduction in hipfire accuracy, but this shouldn't cause them to lose much, if any, of their power. The exotic scout rifle, Mida Multitool, has a lot of powerful perks and stats. It handles well, and the time to kill is fast as long as you can land consistent headshots. However, its main exotic perk, paired with lightweight, can lead you to become very difficult to hit whilst aiming. It is useful as well for objective game modes, both the new Rift game mode and Control, because you can get into the action that much faster after respawning. With some more shots in its magazine, the Mida is looking to be a strong choice in Crucible. House of Wolves thought the full auto perk of being able to be rolled on scout rifles, meaning faster rate of fire types can be used as an auto rifle light build, which obviously has its drawbacks up close. It is unknown, however, whether they will be able to outshoot pulse rifles at the longer ranges depending on the extent of the stability nerfs. These full auto weapons could be pretty powerful as a contender for both medium and long range dominance. With the advent of House of Wolves, a new weapon class was introduced, the Sidearm. However, the only 2 weapons, Drake's Promise and the Vestian Dynasty, have seen very little action inside PvP due to their longish kill times and being overshadowed by shotguns. The new Iron Banner sidearm is looking to be pretty powerful, with most of the players at the Red Bull exhibition foregoing shotguns for the fast-firing pistol. It seems to be shaping up as a viable special weapon. The final mention in this video will be to weapon stats. In the Taken King, Bungie have said that newer weapons will have reduced base stats, with players having to make significant trade-offs for their chosen weapon stat. This could mean that for high stability, you may have to forego a lot of range or reload speed, for example, on the newer weapons. As such, this won't directly affect Year 1 weapons. Bungie then also went on to talk about stat perks such as Perfect Balance and Send It, noting that they are reducing the individual impact of these perks, with Year 1 weapons retroactively being affected. This again could heavily nerf pulse rifles and other weapons which may rely on high stability, or Hawkmoon which gets a healthy boost of range from Hammerforged. So, as it turns out, we don't really know what new guns will rise to the top of PvP, as apart from scout rifles, a lot of weapons are seeing a multitude of buffs and nerfs. With the numbers still being unknown, it is uncertain how much each weapon and each weapon type will be effective. It will definitely be fun finding out. Thank you for watching this video. What are your thoughts for how the PvP meta will change, and which weapons do you think will rise to the top?